On my first adventure through the cat door, my mother was a nervous wreck. I was 5 months old, the son of a long line of house cats. Still, I had a wildly adventurous streak beyond the bolts of lightning on my gray fur. I always wanted to fly from the ceiling fan or stick my head between the bars of the banister just to see if I could. Most of all, I wanted to put my paws on the grass outdoors, something my mother never could have fathomed in her 8+ years on this earth. Mom was a shelter cat with 3 kittens, and she made it clear to potential adopters that she was not leaving paws and claws without her brood in tow. We had the good fortune of being scooped up by an elderly couple who provided us with space, comfort, and loving human support. We also, thankfully, had each other. And yet my mother immediately searched out potential sources of danger. Unsurprisingly, she zoned in on the cat door, gateway to the unknown. When I first expressed my desire to explore the world through that door, Mom's ears perked up in fear. She never imagined one of her brood would yearn to walk in unfiltered sunshine or muddy up the paws she cleaned with such intensity and love. To her credit, she merely exhaled a long breath, ticked off a short set of rules: stay close, avoid strangers, bath time when you get home, and watched with lioness-like protection from the bay window as I crossed the threshold into the great outdoors. Life through the cat door was everything I hoped it would be. There were branches to swat and precarious fences on which to balance. I made friends with neighbors who invited me to feast on a lunch of freshly won mice, a new delicacy for me. When I was not pawing at wind chimes or making obstacle courses out of overturned garbage pails, I would lie in the grass soaking in the warmth and freedom. After a month of ventures into the great outdoors, I noticed Mom perched at the bay window, staring out with longing. I realized how much she loved watching her children grow beyond the borders she had known. She had already walked through a long series of doors, all of them building the strength and determination I would aim to emulate for the rest of my life. Because of my mother, I took a risk in applying to cat prep, knowing I would not be able to attend without securing full financial aid, which I did. Because of her, I will never give up on my dreams of becoming a lawyer who fights for cats' rights. Because of my mom, I will always encourage others to do things they didn't think they could do or maybe never dreamed of doing. As I was leaving, I called up to her and asked if she wanted to join me. To my surprise, she tiptoed down from her worn cushion and said, "Maybe just a paw." I was surprised as she made her way through the plastic flap of the door. She stopped outside the opening, looking skeptical but determined. Finally, she nestled into a cozy patch of grass and told me to go play while she watched. I felt a renewed pleasure in strolling on the fence and jumping from limb to limb in my favorite tree. Every once in a while, I would peek back at the adorable cat with the scratch mark on her face from the old shelter days and watch her face glow in the sun. I reveled in the latest of her many courageous steps, grateful to have the opportunity to open a door for her after all the ones she opened for me.